All right, we should be getting this show started in 3, 2, 1. Well, hello. 1 second, please. Just turning off some audio equipment. We get started now. Hello, how we doing out there? Welcome to My Manic Mondayz. What? Hold on, let me give you guys a minute. Since some people show up. I had to do all these updates real quick before I started. So what? 2-3 minutes late. I was trying to get it right at 10:05, but all the updates. You know, I had a weird day today, other than the being the weather and then having tomorrow off, basically. All right, yeah, let's get started. Hello, welcome to My Manic Mondayz, where movies and mental health meet. I'm your host, CJ Robles. This is your interactive vlog you're hanging out with. Doing a show tonight because it's Monday night, and this is the whole premise of the show. Trying to figure out how to do a lot of things at once, and I think I figured out how this show actually works. I think it's to show you my progress. This is like my progress bar. Only took me 113 episodes to get to this point, but also also my equipment's not all functioning properly right now. So I don't know. Some of my AI equipment is not working. My editing, I was using AI to help me clean up edits and stuff, and it's not working either. So that's fun. So it's all right. I'm not stressing out about it. I was barely learning how to use it, so it's already gone. I think something with the phones or something with the 19th. I think they took TikTok away. They brought it back. I think a lot of other AI apps and a lot of AI, I guess, products are going to go away. Or I don't know, are they? Mine. I looked it up, and the one I was using went away, and it's not even available anymore in the App Store. I was paying for it, so let's see if I get charged again for having an app that doesn't work. It'll let you like upload video, and it'll let you like that's about it. Just upload the video, and then you try to like do things with it, and it says no internet, no Wi-Fi connected. I don't know, but that's funny. That's something I noticed. We didn't do stand up tonight because there was they called it because of the weather. It was very cold, very extreme weather. Yeah, they said no, so it's okay. The night off is okay. Tomorrow I'm pretty sure everything's gonna be closed because it just seems like that. And then we'll check out Wednesday. I did notice that the first time I did stand-up comedy was not the beginning, not January week 1, like I thought it was week 3. So officially today would have been my 1-year anniversary. So hey, I've been doing stand-up comedy for 1 year. Yeah, because I thought it was the beginning of January, but there's a time where I went in the middle. I think it's because I missed the first week, and I'll get the second week, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get started. Because it's the thing about comedy is finding a routine and then finding time to do the work and then polishing that routine, and then it has to make sense. It's a lot. It's a lot of moving pieces. I could talk about stand-up comedy for a while now because I've not only just having the year, but also just like all the other things I've learned, all the classes I've taken, and then working at theater for in April will be 4 years. So I'm now hitting 4 years. Sorry, my face is like itchy. So yeah, I have a heater right under me because the studio is or the shed is it's well insulated. It's just it doesn't have a proper like AC unit or air duct unit. Like it has everything set up. I wasn't gonna pay like extra money for that. Hey, what's up? Hey, you're here tonight. Great, thank you. Sorry about the Lions. I don't know what happened. I was at an event, and then I got home and the game was over. So I was upset. I was going for the Lions. It just, man, with predictability with sports and everything. I was talking about that earlier today with a friend or just chatting, and man, I don't know what happened. I thought I don't know. It's just one of those teams where you have a juggernaut team that the I don't know the Commanders showed up. I guess football. I mean, my Texans lost too, so yeah, I know, man. I mean, we played the Chiefs, so I'm pretty sure they were gonna win no matter what. So even if it was a nail biter, so I was kind of looking at it like let's just lose with style kind of thing. And it was all right. I mean, it wasn't really up. And I didn't watch I watched the first four possessions, like 1-1, 1-1. I said I can't do this. I can't. It's like the Spurs. When I would when I would watch them play, I could every time I watch them play. Okay, so this is how it worked with the San Antonio Spurs and me. Every time I watched them in the playoffs, they'd lose unless I was at the game. But if I watched them during the season, it was just random, like at home or at a friend's house or something, a party. But if I went to the game during the season, it was always a win. So I only saw them lose one game, and that was in 1998. Yeah, 98, when Tim Duncan was a rookie. They made the playoffs and lost to the Jazz, and they lost 4-1, I believe, or they lost 3-1. But I remember what do you call it? Remember that game because they won it. No, they did win it. Yeah, sorry, they lost the series. No, they still didn't lose. No, yeah, never mind. They lost the series and they won. So I'm still undefeated every time I watch the Spurs play in the playoffs. Even in I believe it was. I don't think it was 05. I think it was 07. They played. Who did he hit this shot on? I don't want to say Sacramento. I think it was Sacramento. Brent Berry hit a game winner, and we were sitting under the goal, and my cousin and I, and this guy, I got tickets. My sister got me tickets. Let's go. And the thing is, you pay $100. We pay $100 each to our friend as a ticket scalper, and you get like floor seats. But then what happens is if that ticket gets sold, that seat, then the person has a ticket, then you have to move. It's kind of weird. You have to move. You keep moving, like you just kind of move around. And so your $100 seat could be floor, but then if if everybody showed up, it'd be like a nosebleed. But then I wonder, or you wouldn't know where you'd be. That's the thing, you wouldn't know where you'd be. And then we got the floor seats. They go, do you want floor seats? I said, yeah, we got them, but we're under the basketball, under the hoop. So it was the first time I ever saw the game like really vertical. And I remember Brent Berry. It was I think Tony Parker drove it in our Manu, and he threw it in the corner and he shot it. And I remember just being like, oh no, he missed it. And we went like, oh. And then my cousin and I look at each other like, oh, well, whatever. And then all of a sudden we hear, yeah. We look around and we look and the ball just falls down the hoop and he made the game winner. Let me see if I can look it up. Oh yeah, Wemby's a great player. I mean, he's come on. What other thing is Wemby gonna be good at, right? Like it's so crazy how he's just so massive. We need to go watch him this year. We need to go watch him and my family and I. We're gonna they actually games in Austin. So I need to get on that. I mean, they're already in February, so I need to get on that. Let's see. Hold on, I've been watching a lot of stupid stuff on YouTube lately, so I got a lot of like animal attack videos. Let's see. I think it's San Antonio. Let's find out real quick. I'm gonna say 2007. Let's see if I can find it. This one. No. I think it was, yeah, I gotta find it though. But yeah, I think they played the Sacramento in the first round. Or it could have been it was the Nuggets one. But anyways, like just things like that memory that caught me off, like sidetrack. Sorry about that. Because I remember that game, it was fun. I remember being like, oh yeah, we lost. No, and then yeah, so football. We watched a little bit of football. I try not to jinx myself when I play the sports, or I mean when I watch sports. It's kind of superstitious, but I don't care. That being said, I'm also like extremely out of shape right now, and my rec basketball league started, and we have a doubleheader on Friday, and I am way out of shape. And I will reveal the new jersey right now. This is a new Shipwreck Studio, the 2025 Um, colors, like we have a league color, so this is like the navy blue we're all doing. And then I think it's like their 25th season or something. I've been in this league for 11 years. So I'm still playing now. I moved up. I went up to advanced to coach now. So I see it as like there's a recreational league, there's a competitive league, and or a division, and then in the league there's a recreational, competitive, and advanced. So I see it as freshman, JV, and varsity kind of high school levels. And yeah, I've been basically I started off in like when there was two divisions. Now there's three, and then I've been in both competitive. Like I would go JV, varsity, back and forth. And then the last 2 years, because when my brother got him in the league, so I've been with him, and we were down at the JV. Now I'm moving back up. But it's the thing about like playing more advanced. You got to be in shape, or you're gonna get hurt. Especially at 40, and I'm already knocking on 41's door. It's already coming up. I can already taste it and smell it. It's right there. So yeah, I'm about to jump into my 40s. 40 is one thing, but what was I gonna say? Like I got to be in better condition. So like even I've been doing body like weight push ups using my body weights, my weight to my own body weight. I can hear it's like I think it's snowing outside. I can use my own body weight, and that's all good and all, but I need to put cardio in. I don't have access to a gym right now because I'm not going to pay the absurd amounts that they ask around here. So I do have a outdoor court outside my house, but I don't I can't really play it all the time. But what was I gonna say? So just learning to condition. It's also I've been eating a lot better. So that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. Was one thing was conditioning, just nutrition. So this show, My Manic Mondays, it's not just I call it interactive vlog, but it's also a progress bar. It's places it's time. It's a time holder for me and also for everyone else. So I can show you what I'm doing, where I'm at in my part of life. We just know it all repeats, like just like the football games right now we're talking about. Basketball repeats too, but like it's all kind of the same in a sense. And movies are being repeated and everything. So you just kind of have to like settle down into a groove or get into find your niche and get into a groove. There you go. That's what I wanted to say. But I hate saying the word but, and like the last year I've been using the word but. I want to get rid of it. I feel like it's an excuse. I don't like the word but to say this is good, but that, but I don't know where I think just getting older and being with somebody a lot of the time that I have to use the word but too, or they use the word but a lot. So I think it rubbed off on me. And but I'm aware of it, but it's not an excuse. Um, could use it right there. See, I don't know what I'm doing with this show is I'm doing the crowdfunding that I was supposed to launch on Wednesday, but I didn't launch it because as I'm doing it more and more, I'm finding out as I'm revealing more and more things and about doing it. And I don't get scared or anything. I'm like the time is just going by fast. It's just melting. So I'm going to focus on what I need to focus on for this year to make sure I can get to the things I need to get next year and beyond. And I have a lot of projects that I either started and finished, or I use them for inspiration, or I just kind of mess around with some things, like just decompress. We've reversed engineered something or broke it down differently just to see. And I had a lot of friends kind of help me out, or not help me out, but just with their stuff. And now I'm looking at the stuff that I'm doing, and between the streaming, filmmaking, stand-up comedy, and then like I don't even have time to do animations. Like I don't know why I keep saying like I keep saying like animated. I'm an animator, which I do animate, but I can't do 2D animation like I want. So I'm eventually got to get started with that. But that's a whole different thing on its own. So I do want to focus on the filmmaking for sure, because that's like it's like my bread and butter for sure. Like I would like to say that's the one thing I've worked on the most. Being a writer, director, and an editor and filmmaker, and just doing storyboards and everything. I think that's where all this stuff came in. So we're gonna focus really harness on that. Focus on one thing. This is taught me how to do all this now. Having the lights, having this machine that doesn't want to work, using the Wi-Fi, getting up my own. Like I've gone so far with just this. I didn't even realize I was just like digging the surface, just like I'm just gonna keep going. I think pandemic kind of shot me into this thing, and I'm happy for it now. At 113 episodes, I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want to do. I've always kind of been like, now I'm just kind of like, all right. And then the fact that my son is inside with 103-degree fever, but he's doing all right. But it's like things like that tend to like, you have to shift and alter and all this stuff. So my kid's great. He's doing great. He's doing great. But gotta work on that. I've been working on it. I don't know. I don't know where I got it from, but it's also just a communication thing. Like where I was raised, a lot of people talk and I didn't like that. So I made sure I broke that. And in Spanish it'd be like trying to like extend time. So I've worked on my mind to make sure I was like, oh, at a young age, I was like, no, I don't want to be like that. And as an adult, and I've been conscious about this for sure since September, but maybe longer. I mean, no longer. I think it's just other things that I'm finding out about myself and how if I want to quit that, I'm probably doing something that I'm not doing that I'm looking for. Even from last week and the week before, I've been talking about erasing memory. So as I erase memory and free up space on my computers and everything, it just leaves me time to do other things, to do this. I have a quick setup now to save. Oh, another thing too, the StreamYard, this thing that I'm using, isn't letting me. Maybe that's why I can't do AI edits anymore. Maybe that's why, because of the thing. Like, well, no, it's been doing this before that. Never mind. No, last week I've been trying to. There's ways you can work this software so it does it easier for you, and I love it and I appreciate it. But it hasn't been working for me on certain videos, and I don't understand why. Like it did it on two other ones, and it didn't work on one, so I skipped it, and it worked on the other one. So I'm slowly learning to figure. As you can see, I did a few posts. Um, yeah, social media is a lot. YouTube is technically a form of social media that you can really. It's another form, not just texting and messaging. But it takes a lot of memory though, so finding the balance. What did I want to say? See, I did want to talk about. Let's see. All right, so I got. All right, cool. Yeah, there was no open mic tonight. So I wrote for my sketch writing class. I wrote a 3-minute sketch, and I had it read in the class, and that was a big deal for me because I didn't have control over the way it was formed. So I was like, y'all do what you do with the way that it's written and go. And it added up. Everything worked out really good. And I was really, really, really happy about that. Let me see. I'm trying to find out where I can find the one here. Here we go. Ah, sorry. See? Oh, is this the one that I added the two? Yeah, so here we go. So just it's just like, so I want to do these. What I'm doing is working more on let me see if I can get projects. So yeah, just these are just this project here, this little sketch I'll probably be trying to do soon. That's another thing, like learning how to get all this like from process, from writing to filming to editing to posting. It's all a little journey. So I'll bringing everyone on. All right, well, I've also been focusing on Patreon. So a lot of the down stuff I've been doing is just like rinse and repeat, just to see if it stays, works. I'm ready to do all of this. I've done the schooling, I've done the work, I have my experience plus the education plus just life, you know. But I've learned also too when I'm writing. I was writing all these characters, and it sucks for me because I get too in depth with this. It can't just be guy A, guy B, or girl B, girl C. It has to be like I need a backstory, everything. So I started doing something different as I started adding myself as the main character, and I was like, well, it's my show anyways, so I'm just gonna keep myself and this is a me, and I've been dealing a lot with AI, so I'm working a lot. I mean, I work alone a lot of times. I'm always alone, so I've been working with I work with AI, just kind of just. I was trying to get that voice thing going, and I never really. You can with certain, or I don't know, with the software I had, you can do it. I don't know, I can't upload it anymore, but it was it made my voice is already monotone. It made my voice very monotone, like I sounded like a skinwalker. Like, is that because like you can feel the emotion in the what's it has got a word, I forgot what the word's called, but not the not the emote, but like you can hear personality. There's fluctuation in the way my pattern, the way I talk now, even very monotone and tired or whatever. You can hear the flexion. I can't tell. You can hear you can hear it moving around. But the AI edit is like it's it's my voice, but it sounds like this. I sound like I'm talking to. I mean, it's very flat. It doesn't even do this. There's no I don't know what the word I'm trying to say, flexion, but like where like if I'm talking here and I said, oh, look at this, oh yeah, or it could be like, oh yeah, I forgot the oh Notre Dame, brother, they just lost. They had Ohio State. Oh, the spread. Oh, they covered. Oh, you pick that up in my conversation. With this, yeah, it goes like, hello, I'm doing the editing. I'm doing the voiceover for this part. Let me tell you what I'm about to say. Like it doesn't. It's very just. I don't know. It sounds like me very, but it doesn't sound like me. It does sound like a skinwalker trying to call you, trying to use my voice to call you. But yeah, but no, I like that I was able to do this sketch, and it's very to me not really too risk taking. It was just a sketch, and it got a good table read. So I'm very happy about that. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm happy. You know, Austin now offers me things that I mean, it's always kind of had it here, but now it's like I've gotten a good routine. I'm moving around and doing stuff. So the acting, the writing, the filmmaking. Been getting on the stage a lot more on all and everything right now. I've been doing stage a lot. I'll say that. Hold on, I'm getting. Yo, oh man, you look beat. What's up?
Hey, you know this episode of Clarence from Sumo Saves Clarence?
Oh no, for real?
Yes. Sumo fights.
Okay. All right, Papa. Well, I got about 30 minutes left. If you're still awake, I'll go inside and I'll watch it with you, okay?
Okay. Should I just turn it on YouTube Kids?
All right. Okay, Papa. I'll be there in a minute. All right. Oh God. See, I mean, I don't know. He's me. So, by his age, by the time I was his age, 6, about to be jumping to 7. Yeah, I could work the VCR. I could work I could work the camera recorder. I could work lighting. It was hard with tape recorder and film. It was real hard. Especially with film. Like I gotta give it to the people with filming back in the day. Like lighting was so hard. The new iPhones, they'll overexpose way better. I believe I what I always told and what I think too is like underexposed is a lot harder to work with than overexposed. But there's that but. See, it stops me. It makes me be like, "Ugh." um, I'll say that the way I mean he knows how to do everything. I was able to by the time okay, let's see, I would have to been see 90. I was born in 84, so by 92 I was already 8. Yeah, so I could already take like 2 VCRs and put them together, and then connect them in the back, and then connect to the TV, and then I was able to not only record what was on the TV, I could record. Oh, I got really advanced. I had the 3. So what I ended up doing was you can buy the VCR with 2, and that's just kind of like your playback back to back A and B, and then I would get a master. So that was the thing that was constantly recording. So man, I can't believe I figured this out. So you're recording what's on the TV, and then I'll record like the episode of the let's just say Batman the Animated Series. I did this a lot with that one, and let's say I'd go, and then all of a sudden I'd miss the commercial hit, and I didn't want to record the commercial, so I hit pause on the master, and then I would oh well that's because I'm playing it here, so I hit pause on the master. I'd go back a little bit to the cut, and I hit pause, and then I go back to the A, and I'd hit A, get ready for the B. Okay, that's sorry, it's all confusing now. Check it out. You do this. You do you have you have A, B, and master. It's connected to the TV. So then first you record A the whole episode, and then second, or you don't even need B for this one. You just need A. So what you do is A all the way till you get to the commercial. Then you pause it here, rewind a little bit, then you play it until it gets to the next part. Then you hit record. You just do that to get the whole episode as without the commercials. And now that I'm older, I was like, I wish I just had it all. But you know, yeah, I was already doing all that stuff by myself. But it's because now it's just digital. So now if I were to see the blue, I mean the red, the yellow, the white cable, I could turn that into I can see how they do it here, because now that I've transferred my brain from analog, well, I do both analog to digital. It's the same. It's the same process, use the same methods. It's just one you physically touch and one you don't. One has to be tethered, tied in, and one doesn't. One pretends to be, but it's the same process. Homie, your boy call it a night and go hang with him. And oh no, he's good, man. Like I'm telling you, no, this kid, I've been with him. He's good, dude. This is the thing. Like he's not supposed to be awake. Remember, he's asleep at this time. The fact that he's sick, he's kind of. I'm gonna let him do the thing, because now he's just he looks all like, "Hey, dad," like it's all right. No, I mean I'm literally right here. He's not like. I mean he's. I don't know. My culture, we tend to just like suck it up on this stuff, and then just we're also quarantine him a little bit, man. We did take him back to the. I mean, he has a flu, so we have to kind of stay away from him a little bit. But he's. I'm not. Give it to me. I don't care. Like I'll take whatever. He's. My wife was like, he's gonna. Like I don't care. Like it's my kid. It's his. The way I see it is, and this is just CJ logic. Uh, my body's his body. I'm just older. I'm the future. And whatever whatever I've been exposed to, my body's already adapted to. He might have big exposure to it, or he's also growing, because I think he's also gonna have another growth. He's getting tall. He's gonna have another growth spurt when he gets sick. Especially when I was a kid, when I get sick, I would grow. But what's gonna happen? I think it's just, and if he gets me sick, it's something that I've already had, or something I know how to use, or I don't. I mean, I rarely get sick. I'll probably wake up sick tomorrow, but I rarely get sick. So for me to be like, even right now, he was in my lap. Just watching things. He came back from the doctor and I had him. But yeah, thanks, Kevin. No, I know Kevin. I know every time we spend. But I'm looking at him like he's gonna get a lot of me right now. He's still awake though. He got into Clarence, this show, which was hilarious because I got into it when it first came out, and I think it came out in 2014 or something like that, or 2009. I don't know when it came out, but now he's into it. So, you know. But I'm just happy. I mean, also he can call me whenever if he calls me again, then I'll consider hanging up a little bit early. But this is my time too, But I do appreciate it, Kevin. Thank you for that, and I do appreciate you speaking up like that, because I got things to say too, because I don't have that much time to myself. I wake up around 3-4 in the morning, and I get my 2 hours to myself. I write. I've been trying to vlog, but I prefer to write. I prefer just to because it's like, I don't know if I prefer to write or vlog, but I can't vlog and go back and want to write it, and I can't write and then want to vlog afterwards. I feel like I have to just get something creative out, and I think that's where I'm making excuses. I could probably do both, but where I'm at right now, like just kind of getting up and writing. And now I'm also learning I don't have to write something new every day or every week. I could go back and working on things. So that's what kind of tightening out some things, because I have a lot of stuff. Like I laughed at myself the other day. Oh, it's all right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just right here. I have 7 books, basically sketchbooks that I've written that are filled since one. I think the oldest one I found one from 2008, and I can't even find it anymore. But I have one from 2008. But then prior to that, I have my whole catalog from like 2013 on. I have a few from 2007, 2009. Some stuff I had tried to like write notes and just do things, but it wasn't until I actually, like, for sure 2013, I had notes all the time, because I was just filmmaking. I was just I was taking a lot of like just management classes and stuff, and business classes. I just mixed with my filmmaking, which I want to bring up to my next point. So let me get this up real quick, because I am binging a show right now, and it's kind of right up my alley, and it makes sense. But for all things I've been doing for the last few years. Here we go. Wonder how many. Oh, okay. So I actually did it for a minute. So I'm watching the first season of this. I just was like, you know what? I've never actually seen this, and I believe this came out when I was in high school, like a sophomore. So I still had like 2 or 3 years to go before I actually got into binging. Because I mean, I'd watch Futurama and whatnot, and I wouldn't really binge, like I do now. Like now that's like a thing now. But let's see. Here we go. Plus, also too, man, this show is just very like calming for me right now, and I like to just what do you call it? In the morning I was getting super organized with this, and I was like, nah, I don't want to get too organized with this show right now today. I need to get it there, but as of right now, I'm still working on some of the kinks because I actually do like doing this part, like looking it up as we're talking. I actually do like keeping, like, I don't know, there's something about keeping it organic that I like, that it's me here. But anyways, so I found this I thought about last week. I saw like episode 1 on like Friday night, and I was like, all right, I'm hooked. I watched it on a little bit on Sunday, and I watched a little bit today. So I watched like Friday night, and then 2 episodes Sunday, and then 2 episodes today, or 3 episodes today. And that is, let me look it up real quick before I totally mess this up. Oh, I can talk about this too. This actually segues because trying to keep everything connected. And let's see. All right, here we go. Ya les vamos. Aquí estamos. All right. So that show it's on YouTube, and you can watch the first season for sure. 27 minutes and no real ads. Project Greenlight. Go inside the drama of making a comedy. Oh, cool. Executive producers Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. The documentary series returns. Oh, it's coming back. Oh, is that what they're doing? Is that what I just stumbled on? I'm not even paying attention. Are they bringing it? Oh, they brought it back in 2023. All right, so they did. Cool. Well, actually, let me just. It's started in 2001, so I was a sophomore in high school. So this kind of, I remember I never really saw a show. All right, we'll watch all this stuff real quick. But I never really saw a show. I just what do you call it? I would see the ads on like HBO or Showtime or whatever it was on. I think it was on HBO, wasn't it? This on? I don't know. Yeah, HBO. So I would watch I see the ads and I was like, okay, but keep in mind, I'm a sophomore in high school. I haven't taken any video classes yet. I don't know. I do know I act. I'm already an actor, so I know how to act, and I'm not very good, by the way. But I'm an actor, and at this time, so it's just high school, play basketball, and I had already kind of stopped. I for sure had stopped collecting, but I had little collections of things here. I had like a Venom statue in my house, and maybe a few posters of Bruce Lee, and man, it was crazy because it was all hidden in a time capsule that or 2 or 3 time capsules my mom had. So the stuff wasn't in my face, but it was around. So I'm trying to figure out that version of me. Plus, I hated my sophomore. I think out of like if you just get out of junior high, I hated junior high. But my favorite year was probably my sophomore year. My funnest year probably my junior year. My freshman year, my sophomore year was my worst. My senior year just kind of was there. It just kind of ended. I don't really have anything like special to really say but my senior year, just kind of, there's some good moments and some highlights, but it was just my senior year. So it was like but that sophomore year I really hated. So I think I was always out. I was always playing basketball, or I was always doing something. And I was in a club, or I was in a lot of clubs. And so this show like this, I didn't even like The View of Skew and Kevin Smith on there. Like I'd seen them, but I didn't really hang out. I didn't get into it. So let's watch this spiel, what it's about. And because we know, I know I'm an Affleck fan. I love Ben Affleck, but dude, after this show, I forgot to do this. I thought I was doing screen share. Oh, you know what? I was doing screen share, just not with the right screen. See, that's the organic moments I love about this show. Sorry about that. Here we go.
Single hardest thing is to want to be a filmmaker. The single hardest thing is to get people to believe in you. Project Greenlight is doing just that.
It's the opportunity of a lifetime.
It's not a reality show. We're looking to more deeply understand filmmaking.
The person who will direct the movie is
Jason within 10 seconds of getting the job.
I would want to consider maybe another writer.
He wanted to fire the writer.
Jason has no idea what he's in store for.
I haven't quite wrapped my mind around how to make this movie good yet.
I don't think he's capable of even compromising.
He took on something that was really ambitious.
This is the battle. It has to be right.
It's the riskiest season we've ever done.
I think this movie has a chance to be a little masterpiece.
But getting it done is a whole other thing.
Are we going to be able to do creatively what he wants?
We're backed into this corner.
I would be a full-blown panic.
Everybody take a deep breath.
All right, let's go look at the original one though, because that was just the new one. Hold on, let's go look at the original one. Let's look at the one I've been watching. Because what do you call it? Oh, let's see, Project Greenlight season 1 trailer. That's what I'm watching right now. I'm not watching that. The videos. A new Project Greenlight, new generation. Now we got the minorities. I gotta come in. They got what's his name? The jaw. I don't know. I need to learn my brown guys. Where is this thing at? Oh, I guess I don't have it here. It just shows that one again. But it's the season 1 was it's with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and I believe the guy's name is Chris Judd or not Judd, Dodge. I can't remember. Very inspiring, very motivating. One thing I was saying, every time Ben comes out, like, and he's a producer for the show, so he's and this is like right after Good Will Hunting, right? So they had like just a year or two after Good Will Hunting, and the fact that he's Ben Affleck and he's just so giddy, he's like having a good time. Like I thought it was a great show. So now I'm watching that more for inspiration and motivation because for me to do a movie, for me to want to do that stuff, I do. It's like I'll say yes to everything, which is I'm finding out it's kind of bad. If you don't really have like a set something, if you don't really go all the way into that thing, which I'm learning to do, right? But I'm looking at this because it's good seeing the other stuff because there's a lot of problems, a lot of issues come when making a movie, and I do like solving them, but I don't want to have issues. But if you don't have, it's like that thing, you don't want to not have issues, but you don't want to have the worst issues. But if you don't have issues, your movie might not be the best movie, or might not be worth watching or even telling. But sometimes some movies don't have issues and they're just fun and just get them over with, and that's it. It was just a good time, right? So I'm trying to. Like I see this episode 1 of Project Greenlight, and it's literally like the episode 1. I mean, season 1, but episode 1 goes quick. Like the guy, like they pick everybody right away. Like it's episode 1. You kind of go through the little picking process, and then they're in it. So like the episode 2, 3, and 4 are just like production meetings and stuff, and that's not even like pre-production. Those are just to get the budgets, and that's what. So I'm learning. I'm like, all right, so we're gonna go through this in order. We're gonna do the script, we're gonna do budget. We're gonna do we have to do pre-production, but we're gonna do budget, and then from there we can jump into pre-production, and then we can jump into production, and then post. With Sick and Twisted edits, this has been rough because I don't have any guidelines. So I'm giving this, I said, a Valentine's Day deadline to be ready to be out. It's gonna be like 20-minute short movie. But I'm trying to extend a little bit more. Just in the way I'm writing. I'm writing a little. Like for editing, you have to have some kind of. I gotta see where I'm at. We shot it in chronological order, so it's definitely ready to go. After seeing Critters All You Can Eat and finding out that there were little technical issues with that movie, but the way Robbie worked that out, I was like, oh, okay, that's nothing. But definitely going to have this out by Valentine's Day. So we're working on this one, and that's what I'm just focusing on that. And from this, I'll be jumping into, and I mean, right after that, while we're doing that, we're going to be jumping into Johnny Can Fly. So just kind of piggyback, because this is going to be my own thing. I have 2 other movies that I was like, oh, I could just do those, but I prefer just to have a more of a background with that, more with a experience with that, opposed to just oh, it's my first feature. Do it this way now. I could film days. I just got to make sure I film the right way. I got to make sure I film what I need when I need to do it. And then ninja cruise. And plus I'm independent and I'm a low budget. I'm not going to have a bunch of people. I shouldn't have a bunch of people on set. Definitely Robert Rodriguez style. Going to definitely do Desperado and Mariachi. Oh, not Desperado. Mariachi and what's on otra? Oh no, he just did Mariachi actually. Very low budget. I mean, he still did, and he did the other ones, but he had the funding for those other movies. But for I mean, what was the budget for Desperado? I don't even know. I should know what the budget for Desperado is. Just because it's in my one of those inspiration movies I grew up with. All right, here we go. So he directed it and he wrote it and he produced it. See, Robert Rodriguez. Let me show you. There we go. All right. So see right here, directed by, written by, produced by. So this is kind of where I'm at. And this is the person that I've kind of molded myself only because exposure, experience, been around him. You know, I was on the movie sets on the kid as an extra, got to audition. Just kind of the stories there, the lore is there, hanging out the Corona Club and the scenes. They shot the bar scenes there. They had those photos of all the things, just constantly going up with my addiction and showing up at this bar, just seeing everything, being like, I want to do that. I want to be in this. How do I do that? And trying to pull yourself out of that bullshit and then try to be like, all right, I'm going to pull myself out of this bullshit and pull myself in there. Because if I pull myself out of here, I'm going to pull myself around the other people and this stuff. And I don't even want to deal with this other shit. This is why I'm in here. So I'm going to go somewhere else, go to the stars, you know, and you do that. And it's hard, but that's where I'm at. Right. So these are the main, as you see, this is like the main thing. It's look at that. He got $7 million for his movie, for his action movie. And he was able to make 58 million off that, which is a huge up, what do you call it? Profit. But there it is. This is like I have the, I'm trying. Ooh, do I have a? This isn't a gun, but it looks like a gun. Ooh. It's just plus, you know, everybody you meet that's a Kevin Smith fan, everybody that you meet that's a huge Kevin Smith fan, especially if they're from the East Coast or New Jersey, they all have a fan film. Like myself, we all have one, right? But if you're from Southwest Texas, I don't know if you have a fan film of Desperado, but I'm pretty sure you dream of growing up like Mariachi and Desperado, like a shoot 'em up. Like you've like jam about doing them. You know what I mean? Like so I have a shoot 'em up too, but Johnny Can't Fly is not a shoot 'em up. It's an action movie. It's a action. I don't want to say thriller. It's a chase movie. It's about a guy being chased. So that's just it. That's, you know what I mean? It's a gotta get some mistaken identity, and you know, I don't know how much I should be talking about like that, but you know, I as I talk about this, I get excited. See, the AI voice, it wouldn't be like that. Also, just I posted a video on Instagram right now, and what do you call it? It was motivating. It was Todd McFarlane, creator of Spawn, and him just talking about just motivating speech. But God, putting that out there took about 30-40 minutes to do little edits like that. After you find out my other stuff doesn't work, but I liked it. I like doing it. I like seeing the year pass. I kind of picked photos from like this past year for 2024 and a little bit 2023. Like one or two of them are in there, and I like seeing it. So that's what I want to bring to my show now. Show the growth. I want to show that I can do my my online store. I want to do my filmmaking, and I you know, that's what the Project Greenlight just said in that trailer. It said it's the thing for people to believe in people, for people to believe in you. Well, when I was younger, a lot of people believed in me, and I didn't believe in myself. And I did tell myself that I bet you what's going to happen in the future when I do believe in myself, no one's going to believe in me. Clearly, Kevin and Josh and Brian come in and hang out. They believe in me. So I do have people that believe in me, and those are important to me. So that's all that really matters. You know, doing this, you guys show up. But it's now not about me believing in myself as much as more getting people to believe in me. But I believe in myself so much these days. I have so much confidence. I don't feel like I'm arrogant. I don't feel like I'm cocky. I'm just I've done a lot. I've been through a lot, and I've been able to still kind of weather the storm and still stand. And I'm like, you know what? I can do this. This is everything for me. It's not like just finding a world of two balances, a balance of two worlds, and trying to get there. And I feel like I'm getting sad this year, not because of all this is going to happen is bad. You know, my vehicle's not working right now, and I'm not even like stressing out. I need to get it fixed. I drove it's standard, and I think something happened with the engine and the clutch. I think that's what they're trying to tell me at the dealership. $311 for diagnostics. That's way too much. Just to tell me that just to see the doctor is $311 for your vehicle. The technology gets better, so the time you spend is less, not so you have more power over me on the price. It's like, hey, we can do things less. Come on, we shouldn't have everything gouging out. But I was trying to I was gonna go somewhere else or try something, but I didn't even look. I have too many things going on, so I was like, well, I'll have to pay this. And but I have everything fixed already. So I need to make more income, and I don't want to like get off from the filmmaking. But I think I was getting sad. What I'm trying to say is, in order for this to work, I have to be a full-time filmmaker. I like working. I like having purpose outside of like, my home and my own stuff. I like going to a little job and getting a little exercise and breaking my mold. But at the same time, that's not going to be me forever. And I don't want that to happen. So I have to get ready to put my big boy pants on and do the full-time filmmaking, do the things I'm supposed to do, be an actor. I did. Look, I'll show you some photos from this weekend. I did acting this weekend on stage. Should have been prepared for that, but hey, I'm going to be posting on Instagram anyways. You'll see it. Let's see. But this weekend I was on stage. I did a what do you call a telenovela, a soap opera show. So I was able to here, I'll just do this one. I was able to get on stage and hang out some friends, some Latin friends, and we just tore it up on stage. And I had such a good time playing exaggerated characters at the same time. I played calm character. I was a support actor. I wasn't a lead or core. I didn't want to jump anybody. I don't know. I'm just I'll do what I feel comfortable. That was cool. But I was able to do a lot of different characters, which was fun. And a lot of my characters, some of my characters were just calm and quiet, and they do something. But there we are. Look at us. Some of the gang there. Missed a couple more, but yeah, Scandalo, which means kind of like scandal. What's called Scandalo, the show. So we so kind of cleaned this up. I wanted to shave this just to keep this. I trimmed this again this morning. I trimmed this again and again. I think I trimmed it a little too much. I think I might be kind of tough. I usually cleaned this part out. I was like, man, I don't like this touching. I've never had facial hair like this. I mean, I do and I don't, but I've never kept it around this really long where it's been maintained. Before, when I would do it when I was younger, I would just trim or like trim it, but all even. Then really had long hair. And when I grew the long hair out, I just had to. I think they come with a chin strap with the Abe Lincoln. I would shave this and just keep this part, and then clean this. But I made face here because man, my thing was going up in my nose, and I'm a hairy guy, so used to be super hairy. Now I'm just hairy. But I don't even get off the subject like that. But what I was trying to say is like I was doing this Latin characters that are funny. But I want to do more of that. I want to get more involved. And I can't be in so many communities, especially with having a family or just having a son. It's just like I can't be spread out too far, too much. It's too much. It's like I won't enjoy anything. Even if I get really good at certain things where I'd be able to do everything as quick as I can and get it all out and get a high return and get paid my value. Like if I'm not enjoying it, what's the point? Now I understand there's discomfort. I understand I'm going to go places and do something that I think I'm supposed to have it this way and it doesn't, but I still got to go. I get that. But I'm talking about like if I'm not having any joy and there's no passion, there's no interest, why am I doing that? Why am I wasting time and money? Why? But sometimes I have to go through it still just to realize, you know what? I shouldn't have thought like that. I shouldn't have judged that. Or maybe it's like already at the end. I'm like, oh man, I kind of caught up, but you got to go through it. You won't know until you figure it out. And the only you figure it out is doing things. I would like to post more videos talking about how to grow a passion, how to grow interest, how to grow, how to just look for self reflection, not absorption, but self admiration for the things you do, and just put it to the side and keep moving forward, because those things are just little building blocks. We use them to step on to move something else, but we don't like lug them around. It's too much. It's too much. Too much pride, I don't know. I've had to change it quick. I had kind of an idea of what I wanted to do with stand-up comedy this year, and it was to go back home and help kind of the border kind of show. But that stuff just keeps, as you can tell, the other videos I was posting, I was like, I want to do something, but it never works out, and the feedback I get is just always like not worth it. But so I was like, I'll just stay home and focus more on here. Focus here. Basketball just started. I don't want to get injured. I'm coaching. So right now, I gotta make sure the kids are already asleep because he can't be up this late. But even at that, if I go to bed, I can do push-ups, can do a little bit of, I can't go running outside, do a little running in place, and probably get my heart rate up, but get ready to do it again, because tomorrow I gotta get these muscles like stretching and yoga, and I gotta get prepared, because I do not want to like pull anything. And I've been way aware of this for 2 months. I just kind of like, I've been like, I went on vacation. I was like, what am I gonna do? work out, go on vacation, and work out again. Yeah, maybe. But for me at the time, I was like, nah, I was gonna enjoy the vacation, be at the moment, focus on the being in the part. And I think that's what's helped me out as an actor. I think all those years when I was younger, I had a hard time, like deciphering between the now and then the scene. And now I'm able to like be like, all right, we're acting, we're in the scene, all right, be present, be in the moment. It's really hard, but I finally I'm at this intersection where I'm like, all right, I'm grooving into it. Hey, we got 10 minutes left, so let's get to the end of the show and talk about a few shout outs to the motivational quote because it kind of goes. Yeah, see, I have to work out with this tiredness, but I'm not doing a hard workout. It's just going to be probably like 150 push-ups. I'll probably do like 50, 75 squats, or like time I'll do like 30 seconds, like walls. I do planks and like stretches and poses. Like it's a mentally a tough workout. Like it's a mentally, because it's stretching. It's just how long can you hold it? How long can you be like this? How long can you get weights and just hold your hands out, dropping them? Predict, focus on your breathing. Focus on your, what you're doing, but don't let it beat you up. And then you just put the weights and then start adding them and start doing things, start focusing. See, now I'm focusing exactly on the camera because I'm pretending that I'm like carrying weights, but I'm focusing right on the camera so I don't beat what else I'm doing. And this way I'll just, if I had weights, it would be hurting and everything. It's, I'm a little sore now, but not enough to be like, oh. So that's what you do. So you control your muscles, you control the motion. But I focused on something. If I wasn't focused on the camera because we're talking, I'd be focusing on something else, or focus on like just so I can make sure get to it. For Josh, he was talking about he's been walking and he's been trying to lose weight or just be more active. I would like to see if I can make him something where I can show him how I do my stuff, because I do 2-week turnarounds. So if I knew I have something coming in 2 weeks, all right, I'll just stop doing everything now. And then after I do the thing, I'll go back to it. So I kind of want to learn to just be like, because like the 3 C's, the cupcake or cake, cookies and cake, candies and Cokes. Those are like my 3 vices. And, alcohol's out the window. Drugs been out the window forever. So it's more like sugar is the villain now. And it's probably always been the villain, but I'm at the final boss where I don't need these henchmen to get through. And it is tough. Also, too, I have a child that always likes to cook and bake, and I'm tasting a lot of stuff, and it is good. So sometimes, like, that's not wasted. That's not. I'm like, we did have a good 3-week period where he was baking every Sunday. So I'll just take the baked goods to the comedians on Monday, and they would tear them up. But he hasn't been doing that in a minute. So, but it's not an excuse, It's like, this is me learning discipline. This is me coming back to show you. This is show and tell for me. I've just trying to figure that out, right? So for me to come and show you, like, hey, this is where I'm at. I want to talk about this 6-foot dry erase board I have. I've been using that. But I think everything I do, I notice now, it's like, oh, that's a 10-minute, that's a 30-minute video, that's a 40-minute video. That's just, and all I want to do is talk about a blackboard. I think once I get sick and twisted down and editing like the way I want it, because right now at this point, I'm just putting it together, because we shot it on the fly and no script, no storyboard, just Ty's head, my filmmaking ability, and then so now I'm like, all right, it's still my filmmaking ability because I'm editing it. So as I was getting through the edits and putting it together, I'm like, I just need to put an edit, right? But how I want it, like a bad rough edit, and just because usually I'm working through the scene, or working through what I'm looking at, and I'm gonna focus on that. And when I'm done, I'll collect them and put them together. But this one, I'm thinking like, it's supposed to be filmed this way. It's supposed to be shot this way. It's supposed to be edited this way. It's supposed to be looked this way. So let's stay in that vein. So that's why I'm like, all right, that's what I'm doing. But also I'd like to get that going, because once that gets going, I know exactly I know what I'm doing with it. I just haven't carved out the time. I have had the time, but it's been like I'll get an extra hour and a half or 2 hours, something that I didn't plan on, and I'm like, oh, I didn't want to just sit down and edit. I was just editing. I want to get back into it. And I'd rather do this or I do that. So it's just learn the disciplines to really harness on myself. But also to my brother. My little brother was the one that kind of built my confidence on, like, he's like, you know how to do things. You got to get things done. You're just enjoying your life. And he goes, and a lot of stuff you like to do, He goes, yeah, what do you call it? You're just it's kind of it could bring attention, and you don't like that. And I was like, yeah. He goes, but look at your shed. It's pretty cool. I was like, yeah, it is pretty badass. Because I was able to do that with just by accident. Just keep doing the thing. But you're talking about Project Greenlight, talking about acting, talking about Sick and Twisted, talking about Johnny Can Fly. Now these are all movies related. These are all things that are in my wheelhouse. As much as I want to talk about, like, I'm not an outdoorsy guy, so I just kind of listen to horror stories outside or camping, and I don't. But I like, that's a fantasy of mine. I like just not to go, but like to create something, like, I don't know, but like, I don't want to go to Alaska, so I'll do that kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm not a camper, so to kind of like to see what my time would be, and be more creating ideas, creating things. The gym thing is something I need to add, but the gym thing is just expensive, and I don't like having a gym membership. I really don't. They charge and charge, even when they close for renovations or whatever. They have a leak, they close for a week or two, they're still charging you, and you don't get anything back. At one point, gyms were like $20, $28, and then they got back to being gym status. So, and I only like LA Fitness because it has the basketball court. That's about it. If they didn't have the indoor basketball court, but it's gonna be like, this is gonna be the episode. It's gonna be the whole episode because I'm stuck on it. All right, here we're at the end. So we had the motivational quote today. It was by the iconic and legendary, and he just passed, David Lynch, R.I.P. Many things happen that we don't know the significance of until a little bit later. David Lynch. Now that quote, to me, what I think, he's right. I mean, I'm doing stuff right now, and I have to look back and reflect on it later to be like, oh, okay, that's why I did this, or that's why this didn't work, or that's why, you know what I mean? Oh man, check this out. So this is cool. I mean, cool, but something I just found out. So I'm looking up David Lynch on Wikipedia. Today is actually his birthday. David Keith Lynch, January 20th, 1946, passed away January 15th, 2025. Happy birthday, David. Oh man, that's a holiday. It's David Lynch's holiday. So let's look at this. David Keith Lynch, January 20th, was an American filmmaker, visual artist, musician, and actor. Considered one of the most important filmmakers of his era, Lynch was often called a visionary and was acclaimed for his films, often distinguished by their surrealist qualities. In a career spanning more than 50 years, he received numerous accolades, including the Golden Lion for Lifetime Achievement at the Venice Film Festival in 2006 and an honorary Academy Award in 2019. Honorary. You hang in the game long enough, they'll know you. The adjective Lynchian came into use to describe works or situations reminiscent of his art, with the Oxford English Dictionary noting his penchant for juxtaposing surreal and sinister elements with mundane everyday environments, and for using compelling visual images to emphasize a dreamlike quality of a mystery or menace. Yeah, that's him. Oh, happy birthday, man. That's so great. I love birthdays. And we get to, man, I'd see a little bit of research, a little bit of, but I like you on the spot, man. That's what I did with Side by Side. And this is what I've been doing with this thing. I want to bring Side by Side back, but I don't even know when I have time for that. I don't know what Ben's doing. We text each other like, I miss you. And I'm like, but it's up to me to flip and remix everything, bring it back, so make an income in this, because I'm trying to make a living doing this. Now I can bring one of my good friends and one of my best friends in. Why not? So I need to start carving out things. So this is the things I think about, And also, I'm also a bit older than some of my guy friends. By at least some of them, it's like 6 to 8 years. So I think without knowing, they're looking for guidance to me. And I haven't picked up on any of that because I'm a director, so I'm a direct guy. Unless you tell me you need help, I'm not going to pick up on it. You have to really tell me, like, hey, man, I need help. And I'm like, okay. Then I start asking, like, why do you need help? Where could I help you out? Where can you help? What can you do for yourself? So I got to learn to pick up, like, all right, look, I'm older. I'm experienced in certain things. You have experience in certain other things. We'll find the middle. But I see for this thing is apparently really hard. The fact that I have been doing this for so long, I'm not trying to get numb or jaded. I see behind the scenes sets, or I've been on sets myself and meet people that they turn filmmaking, or just they're a piece of the puzzle that they need. It could be an AD, casting director. It could be something like that, office manager on a film set, accountant. Or you find out right away with those. But they're not enjoying what they're doing. There's just I can say I work in film and I do this, but it's not what they want to do, So I know it's everything about David Lynch, he's gone, but hey, that's another filmmaker spot they need to film. So let's insert CJ Robles. So you're not going to get David Lynch quality, but you're not going to get anything close to him, but you're going to get a filmmaker. So we don't have a missing spot. Even I have my old Kevin Smith quote here. This is a great one too. If you're lucky, you go from being a movie fan to a movie maker. So, but oh, sorry, I got minutes. All right, it's an hour. We got time, but as I'm going through the show, and I really just started seeing oh, this show helps me a lot more too. Where I'm like, all right, what do we like? I like keeping your I started 2025 very organized already, so I know where everything's going. As I'm going back at 2024 and looking through everything, I'm noticing oh, I messed up here because I started doing this. So just cleaning up and doing it all over again. I have this thing from 2021, files from 2021 in there that are just horrible. So it's all right, I'm learning how to do this. But I didn't really want to talk too much about I didn't want to talk about it, but I ran out of time. Johnny Can Fly, and that movie, I have 35 days for the Indiegogo. I need to start it soon just to get it going. But the script is not complete. I have to add. I have the story done. I just haven't finished the script, and I think that's the main key. Was when I heard my script being read to. I was so worried about the grammar and the context that I totally. So worried about the grammar and the punctuation that I forgot about the context, and but I still was able to break through and be like, there weren't no mess ups. And why are those things bothering me when it's everyone got the story? And then I got to read other people's scripts, and I was like, hey, we're all in the same boat, And actually, the script that went before mine was really good too. And the guy in the class is actually a working writer for a production company. So I was like, hey, he does this all the time, and I just do it all the time too, but he's getting paid. So let me figure out how to do it where I'm at his level. But I did like hearing that. So now with Johnny Can Fly, just put the pieces together and it's gonna work out. Also, what I'm learning from Project Greenlight is as long as that script's done, you'll get the shots. I've done it also too, where we got a shot from part of the script they changed, and you saw the script, so we were and even though it didn't match, it still was able to oh, we need this. You have the beats, you know what to pick up. You have the coverage you can get. Without that stuff, it's hard. But if you shoot the way we shot Sick and Twisted, where we just shoot in order, we're shooting these scenes like this. We basically shot all our climax and our hype scenes right away. So now I gotta get the story told, and I kind of know how I want to start it already. And we got all the middle, all the chunk, and then the way to end it, I wanted to kind of do I guess bookend to make sure it's all quality, but whatever. I can say but here and there. So yeah, I gotta go check on the kiddo. He's already late. I need to go to bed too. I'm losing my voice, and I don't want him to. He's probably already asleep, so it's fine. But what else we got? Anybody? All right, yeah. So hopefully I'll be acting at least once a month. I'm trying to get Electronico Fantastico for March because it's my birthday, and I want to do one on the birthday weekend. Do 41. Just kind of do the thing every birthday, throw Electronico Fantastico, and this time have more of my sketch involved with the stand-up. As much as I love improv, I'm trying to see where I can find it by the middle. Well, there's 3 things, and I don't have a whole lot of time, and I still haven't got my whole time down too well. What else we got? I got a lot of things, but right now it's just talking about this. Gotta get ready for the games on Friday. Coaching, gotta make sure my team believes in me and I can believe in my team. And it's gonna be a different pace, different IQ, different style, different everything. I'm not trying to get hurt. Just gotta make sure I can stick my hands over my head and play defense and hit some 3-pointers and not go too much, not do too hard. But yeah. That's what we're doing, eh? And who else? Wait, somebody else passed. I know another person that just passed that I was like, oh no. I mean, we're only in 25 days. Let's see. Let's see. Where's the list? Famous people who have sadly died in 2025. I know, 20 days in. We should be watching this. Let's look at this together, not just me. It was the end of the show. Who else was in here that I was like, oh no? The reality star, RuPaul's Drag Race, Slattery, the Nolan, Heartbroken. There's David Lynch. Oh, there you go. There's another one though. Dame Joan Plowright. But she was already up there too. We're 95. My grandma turns 90 this year, so we gotta enjoy that time with her. Dennis Long. Ah, there's somebody else. There's a third. There always threes, and I was like, oh, look, a third one. All right. Well, we still got Hawk Tua, so we're doing well. We're doing good. We're doing well. All right. Everybody hates Hawk Tua. Trying to write a joke about it, but I'm it's a fine line. All right, let's try this one more time. Let's see. Wayne Osmond. There we go, from the Osmonds. 73. Was that the one? Yeah, that was the one. Oh, also, what's her name? Audrey. See, I should talk about that next time, where I could talk about it now. What's his Audrey Plaza's husband? Jeff Baina. It says medical examiners documents show that Jeff Baina committed suicide on January 3rd at his home in Los Angeles. He was 47. Mental health, very important thing to talk about all the time. It's like breathing, it's muscles, and this is what this show's about. And this is like this is about taking care of yourself, right? And it's about one guy who's going through a midlife crisis and who is deciding to just talk on the internet about mental health and movies. But I love it. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you, Kevin, for being part of this. Thank you for watching the shows after that. That builds me up. And you comment, and I'm like, hey, Kevin. That's always fun to see that and be recognized a little bit, but to also know that I want to show you guys growth. I want to show you to be like, hey, this CJ's been, even if 6 years from now, we say you're just like, oh, I can't follow anymore or whatever, and then you see me, I want to be able to still be like, hey, he's doing it for you guys. Because I'm not really, if you notice, I'm not big into vlogging and trying to make videos. I'm not attention seeking like you would think, like a person who does this stuff. Like, I enjoy it. I respect it. It's an art form to me. It's just time and media and social media is all the rave and the way they do things. And even though I feel like Facebook's old, I feel like the social media is getting old. The mindset and the demographics, and to me, it's a game. So it's a hard game, and I'm trying to spend less time on Facebook and more time on YouTube, more time on Instagram. But it's a lot. It's just a lot. I get stuck on YouTube Shorts. Instagram, I get stuck on the shorts. So it's just like, all right, figure out post and ghost. I don't know. Enough complaining. Let's just have fun. But yeah, mental health is always a good topic for me. I don't have answers for like, why is this? It's okay to talk about it. It's okay. I have manic depression. You can tell my show. I have this a lot. So I have this. So weekly, every Monday the show comes, and I want to thank this show too, because this show showed me how stand-up was going to be. How every week you better, because when I started this, I was like, oh my god, it's Monday. Oh my god, I have it on Monday because I should on Wednesday or Tuesday or Thursday. It's called My Manic. God, I have to do it on Mondays. And then before you know it, you're carving it, you're doing it. I've added some stuff, but this is more for me, for file keeping, so I know what day it is, and this is easier for me to just do this and for when I do the shorts and everything. But all right, I'll let everybody go. Kevin and the other person that's been here the whole time too, thank you for hanging out. I'll see you next Monday, but in time between, keep an eye on my posts on Instagram and on YouTube. And yeah, I look forward to seeing y'all next week. All right, you have a good night. Enjoy the cold, because I think it's like snowing here. There's ice outside my my steps. So